This is a message from your guides reading for Shadow's Blessing. It's been a while since I've used that code name. So I have 4 crystals for you here. I have my peacock ore, which I believe I pulled for one of your readings. Yeah, I remember it was you that I pulled that for because I think it was your friend who was talking about Uh, the meaning of the peacock ore, so I'm not really going to go over that one so much, as I'm pretty sure you're familiar with the meaning. But obviously, it has to do with a lot of different chakras, cleansing them, maintaining them. Now, this one with the green color in here is a little bit more specific. So we've got some heart chakra energies coming in, but the funny thing is, I always thought of this as a really grounding stone, and I never noticed the color. And now I'm realizing, recently, I should say, recently I realized the color in there, the olive green color, and the chakra association with that. So there is actually a chakra with a similar color, and it is actually kind of in between the solar plexus and these higher chakras. So it starts to ground the energy down. It starts to ground your sort of your visions and different higher chakra activity that you're having up here, things that you want to manifest. It starts to connect to these lower manifesting chakras and start bringing those down and grounding them into manifestation. It kind of begins that process. So that's one thing your guides are bringing up about kind of visionary processes, and they're kind of referring to things that have been kind of stuck in the ether, but you're kind of beginning to see them kind of journeying down slowly into manifestation. But it feels like there have been a lot of blocks that have needed to be cleared. And they're saying so many, in fact, and also a lot of really deep blocks. And they're kind of referring to this lifetime as being kind of kind of like a karma clearing lifetime, where you just had like a lot of stuff that was being released for a really long time, but also stuff that was like brought to the surface that also couldn't release for a while. Some of it was your beliefs. Certain beliefs had to change. And they don't only mean recently, they even mean going way back kind of earlier into your life, where you're discovering aliens and you're discovering all these different belief systems, and you're kind of tossing different things out the window. And then as you're discovering yourself more, and then it's been a long journey of you releasing beliefs about yourself and about others, and also the way they see you and the way that you kind of fit in. Kind of into the world around you. Okay, so this brings me to my last 2 crystals here. So I have my turquoise, and then I have my lapis lazuli. So the lapis lazuli, as you probably know, is a third eye stone, but it's also a throat chakra stone. And then my turquoise here is also a throat chakra stone. So we definitely have some third eye, but also some throat chakra energies coming in with both of these. We've got some grounding energies and also some in the middle. And then here we go, just cleansing out all of these various areas, beliefs, patterns. And they're also talking about aliens again, and how like a simple shift in beliefs can be this really wow moment that kind of triggers this whole rabbit hole of experiences that you're chasing, and you're getting like a glimpse of a much bigger, much broader picture. Um, but they're also referring to you, like a much broader picture of you. So not only of the world around you, but also of yourself. Okay, so I have this male Native American guide coming in again, and coming in with a snake actually, and this is actually coming in specifically like a cobra. So really spiritual animal. There's a lot of different lore connected to specifically cobras, not just snakes, but specifically cobras, and a lot of spiritual energy connected with those, and they represent primal energies, the masculine force, but they also represent a lot of feminine energies as well. They also represent wisdom, but very primal energies. When you think about prana and force, also this idea of being very close to the ground, very one with nature. And they're just showing me this image of the snake sort of gliding across the ground, the way that they're able to just slither across the ground. So they're very one with the earth. They also don't mind stirring up dust, which is almost feeling like even like a chaotic energy, or even like kind of causing trouble, causing chaotic shifts. But in the end, these shifts bring blessings. So here we go again with Shadow's blessing. And also this idea that they don't mind eating dust. They don't mind stirring up dust, but they also don't mind being in the dust. And there's almost this feeling of sort of like being in the trenches. Um, they don't mind negativity is kind of what this is feeling like. They also have kind of a, your guides are also saying that they don't mind coming across as scary. They have sort of a representation for being scary or being bad. They don't mind that either. They're just being themselves, but different people are going to take that in different ways. Some people are going to accept that, and some people are not going to accept that. And there's also this idea of them shedding their skins, them adapting to, it feels like new climates or new environments, new ideas, new beliefs. So changing and motion. And there's that kind of butterfly energy in a sense with them, because of this idea of shedding their skin. They take their old skin off and they have a new one underneath, a sort of new persona, a new identity, a new self. And they don't hold on to things. They don't hold on to old baggage. So this guide is saying that for so many readings, including all of the above that he just mentioned, the snake is a really, really powerful totem for you. And this is even feeling to the point that it feels like a power animal. Um, okay, but there's still this feeling. There's still this feeling like it's not actually your actual power animal. But usually when a totem comes in, it's kind of temporary, or it can be anyway, and it feels like it's a little bit lesser. This still feels like it might be temporary. It might be the span of a few years, even a lifetime maybe, but it doesn't feel like a guide that has like contracted with you. More like a power animal would feel like, where you're really harnessing the energy of that animal. This feels like more one that you need, but it feels like on the status still of a power animal, that level, where it's has that much of an ability to sort of merge with you. I feel like there's some resistance though to this totem animal being a power animal. I even actually feel like that's part of the reason that it didn't contract with you or come in as your exact totem animal, because there is some kind of resistant energy to that idea. But this is a very good sort of omen, in a sense, they're calling it. This is a very good positive energy for you and for your energy field to have around you. And this also, again, brings up releasing different beliefs about different things, even beliefs associated with snakes, because obviously a lot of them can be negative, but also they can be positive as well. Some dragons are negative. You have the reptilians. Some are not. Right, there are some, your guides are simply, they're almost saying it like a reptile form, or you could even say like a reptoid. So there are some individuals or even some races that are positive, some that are beneficial, some that want to help, that want to uplift. And then there are others that are negative, that are cruel, that want to feed off of energies, and they have a more malicious intent. Maybe some of them even have purely only a malicious intent. But your guides are saying that that's not all of them. Whoa. Okay, so this question about the Native American guide, part of the reason that he hasn't come through yet with things like his name, and sort of his whereabouts, where he's from, how he helps you, and this and that. And he hasn't really come through with a lot of specifics. It actually has to do with this specifically. If you're rejecting this snake-like energy, which is definitely his totem, it's not him, but it's his totem. It's definitely his choice of a power animal. And I feel like he has others that he works with, other power animals even, it feels like. He's very connected to the natural world, to animals. I've got to end this because I'm well over the 10 minutes already. But as long as you're rejecting that energy, you're also rejecting your own transformation. Some things can appear ugly, but they're not. Or they can even appear wicked when they're not. They can have shadows cast on them, but really they're full of light. They're full of love. They're full of positivity. They're full of joy. They appear a certain way to remove beliefs, which is exactly what you most need. To remove your beliefs that are holding you back, which in the most positive way is what the snake represents. Okay, so I'm going to leave you with that. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. I truly hope, as always, that it benefits you. Namaste.